On a crisp autumn day in Plainfield, Illinois, a horrific crime shook the community to its core. 6-year-old Wadea Al-Fayoume, a child full of life and promise, was brutally murdered. His mother, Hanan Shaheen, suffered multiple stab wounds but miraculously survived the attack. The perpetrator was their landlord, 73-year-old Joseph Czuba. This tragedy sent shockwaves through the quiet suburban community, leaving residents grappling with disbelief and grief. The brutal nature of the crime, particularly the young age of the victim, amplified the sense of horror. It was a stark reminder that hate can fester even in the most unexpected places, shattering lives and leaving behind an indelible scar. Wadea, described by his family as a bright and cheerful child, was a beloved member of the local community. He had just started first grade, and his infectious laughter could often be heard echoing through the hallways of his school. His tragic death left a void in the hearts of all who knew him. His mother, Hanan, a pillar of strength and resilience, was left to cope with the unimaginable loss of her son, and the physical and emotional scars of the attack. The Al-Fayoume family had moved to Plainfield seeking a peaceful life, a place where their children could grow and thrive. They never imagined that their American dream would be shattered by such a horrific act of violence. The attack on Wadea and Hanan was not just a crime against individuals, it was an attack on the very values of tolerance and acceptance that define a community. It forced residents to confront the uncomfortable reality that hate can exist in their own backyards, hidden beneath a veneer of normalcy. The horrific events of that day left an indelible mark on the community, raising questions about safety, tolerance, and the urgent need to address the root causes of hate. The outpouring of grief and support for the Al-Fayoume family reflected the community's determination to stand united against hate and to honor Wadea's memory by fostering a more inclusive and compassionate society. As the community mourned the loss of young Wadea, they also sought justice for him and his mother. The brutal attack on Wadea and Hanan was not a random act of violence. It was a hate crime, fueled by Joseph Czuba's deeply ingrained prejudice against Muslims and Palestinians. His actions were a chilling manifestation of Islamophobia, a growing concern in many parts of the world. This case highlighted the dangerous consequences of unchecked hate speech and the urgent need to address the root causes of prejudice and discrimination. Czuba's hatred was evident in the chilling words he uttered during the attack. He reportedly yelled, "You, as a Muslim, must die," as he repeatedly stabbed young Wadea. This statement, laced with bigotry and intolerance, exposed the dark underbelly of his prejudice. It revealed a mindset consumed by hatred, incapable of seeing a 6-year-old boy as anything other than a target for his rage. His actions were further fueled by the ongoing conflict between Israel and Palestine. The escalating tensions in the Middle East, often misrepresented and distorted by biased media narratives, had created a fertile ground for Islamophobia to flourish. Czuba's warped worldview, influenced by these external events, led him to believe that violence against Muslims was justified, that they were somehow responsible for the actions of others thousands of miles away. He failed to see the humanity in his victims, viewing them only through the distorted lens of his prejudice. The attack on Wadea and Hanan served as a stark reminder that hate speech has real-world consequences. It is not merely an abstract concept or a matter of differing opinions. It has the power to incite violence, to tear apart communities, and to destroy innocent lives. This case underscored the urgent need for open and honest dialogue about Islamophobia, challenging stereotypes, and promoting understanding and empathy across cultural and religious divides.